Hey, beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, guys. You're welcome to tonight's show. How's everyone doing? Drama free. You say we should start and gist. Okay. Your wish is my commando. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. I hope you are all doing well. You're welcome. I salute you, my Obodo fam. Thank you very much. Rashida, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, you've not been able to join the live sections for a bit. Oh, you're glad to be here today. We welcome you, sis. God bless you. Thank you very much, everyone. Gigi, I can see you already in the comment section. Mr. Olu, you're welcome. Oh, I greet all of you. Neka, my hot body sister. Neka can para. She's a big para. She can verse. Neka, you have to be coming down. Be coming down. I welcome you all tonight to this show. I salute you all. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing? I trust you're doing well. It's the weekend tomorrow. I'm really, really excited. I just feel like since I came back, 2 weeks I've been back from my break now, and it's just been back to back to back, which is all right. But yeah, I need to slow it down a little bit. Yeah, if you've not yet, please subscribe, join our family. You cannot comment on the comment section when we are doing the live if you have not subscribed. Subscribers only. So please subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure that your notification is on whenever the shows are taking place so that you can be notified. My guest said she's running late and asked for me to give her some 15 minutes that she'll be here. So yeah, we're just gonna wait so that she can join us. I don't want the show to be too long. So it's fine. I don't want it to be too long. So you guys say we should start. Yeah. So what do you want to gist about? Who was it that said that we should gist first before she would join? You say we should gist first. You know what we're here to talk about today? We're here to talk about somebody wants to share her experience of, Oyibo. She says she's with an Oyinbo Mungo pack. She lives in the US and she said, I am with an Oyibo Mungo pack and she needs help. And she described herself when she first contacted me as somebody that's illegal in America. I don't like that word. Because they didn't take any visa or we didn't invite them when they came to Africa. They invaded us, so nobody is illegal anywhere. I beg. It's just you don't have the papers to stay there. And who no get today, go get tomorrow. Abi? Who no get paper today? Go get tomorrow. Yeah, Abi? Mongo Park everywhere, oh, Ghana lady. They plenty everywhere and they don't know race, so no race, no color, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. They plenty well. I salute all of you. Yeah, more people are joining. Yeah. Okay, that's what we're about to discuss. Somebody said the topic today is fire. Husband is white. How can she not have paper? Well, she's going to tell us. She's going to come and tell us, how come she doesn't have papers and what she can do in terms of how what sort of help that she needs. She's going to come and tell us by herself. Ama Eskona, you are here. Welcome. We salute you. We salute you. Welcome you, my darling. I hope you are doing well. Very lovely to have you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're going to start in a minute. Um, yeah. Somebody has answered the question. West. West, you always make me laugh. Honestly, you're so funny. West, are you male or female? Because the way you always say, you just so, you say, she doesn't have paper because it's a Mungo pack. Oh my God, I can't laugh. Hey, hey, Mungo Park, yeah. God will save us from Mungo Park. Yeah, oh, like. Please like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Liking doesn't mean anything to you. Okay, Annie, you're here. You're doing well. Welcome. You bad man. Oh, love you, love you. Yeah. So, yeah, I think we'll just, I don't know. Please just join if you're hearing me. Click on the link. It's not that hard. Just click on the link and then get on. Okay. I don't know much about this situation, but she did say that she met the guy in the US, there in the US. So I think she'll be able to give us more background information about this. Okay. She'll be able to give us more information about this when she joins us. Are you having problems joining?
Yes, it's saying link invalid. I don't know why.
Okay, we can do it like this. We can hear you like this. So we got to start because it's already done almost 10 minutes now because of time. Yeah, does this work for you?
Yeah, this works for me. I'm so sorry. I had to go get headphones.
That's all right.
Just working against me.
All right, that's all right. So, yeah, you're welcome to the show. We are going to tell her, what name do you want us to call you?
Elena, call me Elena or I'm Amina.
Okay, Amina is fine. We'll call you Amina. So, welcome Amina to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So, we want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, Amina, and how you got into this situation with this Oyibo Mongo Park that you are with. Let's start from the beginning. You said you are in the US, Amina. Everybody in the comment section is welcoming you. So, tell us.
Okay. I met him online. I was already in the US, but I met him online.
Okay.
So, yeah, we started talking and we talked for a long time, like 3 months. After 3 months, we got to see each other. We saw each other. And, actually, when I first met him, I didn't like him. So I told him that let's just be friends. So, no, he was even the one who said, let's be friends. I told him, you're the kind of person, you're my kind of guy. So,
you told him,
let's just be friends.
You told him it's not your kind of guy.
Yes, ma, I told him that. I was very straight to the point. So he was like, let's just be friends and maybe you will like me, So we were friends and we started talking and I told him my situation. I told him that, I'm illegal and, I want somebody to help with my green card. And I told him if he wants me to pay him, I will pay him.
When did you get to the US?
I came here in 2017.
Okay, so you are fairly new in the US, 2017.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so, not too new, but it's been some time. So you told him that he's not the kind of guy that you are attracted to. Then he said you should be friends and see how it goes.
Yes.
And then you decided to tell him that about your situation with regards to your immigration and asked if he can.
Yes, ma'am. That was after we were friends. So I just, talking and I told him my situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah.
Carry on.
He said, I told him how it works. He said I get married or I can pay him to help me get it. So, and pretend to be my husband and help me get it. So, but he was like, oh, no, you don't have to pay me, let's see if we work out. If we work out, then we can just move ahead and, do what we need to do. I mean, he came to me as a Christian. Oh, he's a Christian. He fears God. And, if somebody wants to get something, he can help the person get what she wants, I was like, oh, wow, okay. Then, we started dating. After a while, we started dating. So my first experience of his bad character was when we were dating. When I was dating him, I didn't sleep with him until like after 2 months because I didn't want to just throw myself on him like that. So during that process, this man has not even seen my lap. What happened was he was taking me to a grocery store because I don't have a ride. I use Uber everywhere I go. So I was telling him a story that happened to me in Nigeria, how a girl wanted to fight me. So I told him the girl had a ponytail and she had a big earring on her ear. So when I told him that, he now added to the conversation and said, "Oh, do you mean she took off her shoes and take off her earring and started to beat you up?" That was what he said. So I kept quiet. I don't like people when I saying something that you don't know, people adding to it. So I just kept quiet. Since you know the story, your story, go ahead then. Then he was like, "Why did you keep quiet?" I didn't say nothing. He said, "Why did you keep quiet?" I didn't say nothing. Then he was like, how dare you fucking stupid bitch.
Okay, there are some words that you cannot use. Amina, this is YouTube.
Okay.
Right. Just say he said something bad to you. So you can't use those words here because YouTube is going to flag this video. And I'm not about to sit here to do video of hours today with Wahala with YouTube. Please. My apologies. There are some certain words. Anything that you know that, along that line, you can't use those kind of words. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So he was cussing you out, yeah?
Yes, he was cussing me out. So he turned suddenly, like when you turn suddenly on the road, the car will make noise. You could hear that fresh noise. So he turned suddenly, and instead of taking me to the grocery store, he took me back home. That was my first experience. So after that happened, I stopped talking to him. Then he kept begged me for like 2-3 weeks. Then I said, "Okay, let's go ahead." So I guess he went to rearrange himself and see the kind of person that I am and try to, I don't know how to say it. Then he just kind of maybe pretend, I would say he pretended. Then we were dating for like 6 months. Then I think we got married in May.
Okay.
After we got married in May, everything, then he changed. He changed and became the person that he truly was.
Okay, so how long did you date before you got married?
We were there for like 6 months.
So you know that there are many red flags now, as you've narrated this story so far. First of all, I'm going to pick them out before you carry on. First of all, you met somebody online. Okay, I'm not blaming you. We don't do that here. I'm not trying to blame you. I'm just bringing out the lessons so that other people who are listening and are currently dating, in that line can learn that this is what you shouldn't do. Okay?
Yeah.
Number one is that you met this guy online, right? And he's from a different race. So you met him and you said, "I don't like you." I think if you meet somebody online, which is a dating site, and you don't like that person, there's no point entertaining that relationship. There's no point. Don't entertain it at all for friendship or whatever. Don't let them convince you. So somebody's asking in the comment section, is there a big age gap between the two of you?
No.
Okay. So it's not an old person. Okay. So don't even entertain them. Okay. That's a lesson there for us, those who are listening. Don't entertain them. Don't become friends. No. Once you don't like them, they are not your type, whether they are Oyibo or Dudu. You don't like me, I don't like you, you are not my type. To the next, please. Don't allow them to convince you that you become friends. No. Because you've already told them that they are not your type. That may have hurt his ego as a man. That may have done something to him to say, you this black girl, you think you are better than me, that you're saying I'm not your type. You don't know the kind of grievances people can harbor, especially all these our Oyibo people. May God help us. Because they are not like us. They are different. To them, they know how to hide things. They will hide if it's a black man, probably he will tell you straight away. He will just give it to you straight away. But Oyibo, you say, "I don't like you." Then he convinced you, or you now say, "Let's be friends." That's red flag number one. Number two, you don't ask somebody you meet that for the purpose of dating to help you with papers. Okay? Because if you want to do contract, as far as we do it, we know all the level for this obodooyibo. As we take the one, if you want do your pali for abroad, look for a neutral person. Una just know say na business be this person, nothing join una. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing join una at all. No start that kind of thing with somebody where you know say he won't date you. You say you don't like him. Now you dey ask and say make he help you with paper. So that one another lesson we can learn. That was a mistake. If you no ask him, because somebody even they talk say the person might be bipolar. You never know. You never know. Might have bipolar. You never know. Then another big red flag, the most massive one so far, with how you talk the story. You've not finished telling it all, and you will continue in a minute, my dear. Yeah. So, are you guys hearing me? Somebody is saying no sound. Millicent is saying no sound. I beg. Which one is no sound? Can you guys hear me? I mean, now you can hear me, right?
Yes, ma, I can hear you, ma.
All right. So, somebody where you just meet, you are driving in his car, and he start to the yab you, they curse you. Ha, my dear. That no amount of begging for make you take him back. Once he show you that aspect of it, because people know how to pretend. Moreover, 6 months is too quick to get married to a total stranger you met online. Okay, I know that your circumstances, it brings desperation and everything. You know, good, me person no get paper. I no go lie, so I can empathize. Okay, I can empathize with you. But
I deserve what I'm going through, Auntie B. That's all I can say. I deserve it.
No, you don't. No. You don't. Don't say that. Amina, please don't. You don't. Nobody deserves that. Nobody. Don't say that. You made a mistake. You are human. Everybody makes mistake. Okay? We're not blaming you. Nobody is blaming you. You didn't know. Now mistake you make. But you don't need to die in the mistake. You can rectify it. Okay? It can be corrected. So business should be business. Love should be love. And in my language, they talk say, wetin you no go eat, no dey play with am. Okay? Man, when you know say you not like, no go dey befriend am, because as you dey friend am, if they convince you, small you can't say you dey like am, but you no like am, you no like am. People should please stop acting about age. They are the same age. Who is still asking that question? Biko no. It's not an old man. They are about the same age, she said. Okay? So you made a mistake, Amina, but mistakes can be corrected. Don't say you deserve that. Please, I beg you. Do not say that. So before you continue, a lot of people are giving me super chat. Please, I need to take this super chat off this thing. I don't want super chat for YouTube or where job. I need to take it out. I need to get this super chat out because it's too problematic. YouTube know they give us the money. Now then they take them. So if you donate in the comment section, you are just giving YouTube the money, Joe. Use PayPal or Cash App, my people. God bless you. Continue. So now come marry. Now you come bring out in Mungo Park behavior properly.
So finally, he brought out his character. So when we got married, we argue all the time. What he does to me when we argue, he's gonna pin me to the wall and scream at my face. Pin me to the wall and scream on my face. And I was able to, I don't know. I kept crying to his mom because, I trusted her. I thought maybe, she's a mom, she's a woman, and she will understand what I was going through. And she will, talk to him. But it's like everything I tell her, she'll go and tell him, and he's going to use it against me.
Did you report to the police when he was doing all this pinning?
No, I did not. That's why it went on for a very long time.
But you knew you could. You know that it's possible for you to report, or was there a reason? You didn't know.
I didn't know. No, I didn't know that. I was scared. But then I was working in one hell breeding shop, so I was scared he's going to use everything against me. Like he's going to tell the police that I'm working illegally, then I'm going to be deported. I was scared of all this, and he knew I was scared. I talked to him, so he knew I was scared. So he does everything to me.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to lay out the things that that are really just out there, because it's every day. It's like on daily basis we argue, and he's gonna do whatever he likes with me. Then this fateful day, he took me to my job. We were arguing in the car. While we were arguing, I only asked him a question. I said, "You lied to me about your ex-girlfriend. Your ex-girlfriend was your best friend's girlfriend, and you slept with her and got her pregnant." And I said his mom told me that. That's why they were having issues. But that was what we were arguing. So don't talk, but we were arguing in the car. So this man did everything that he wanted to do with me, cursed me out the way he wanted. And when I got to my job, when he dropped me off, guess what he did? He came down from the car and poured the water that he was drinking on me.
Mm-hmm.
So then another one that he did, it was my co-worker gave me the shop key. I don't have the shop key. Then my co-worker gave me the shop key that fateful evening. When she gave me the shop key, she said she was coming, but I couldn't wait for her to leave. So on my way going, he came to pick me up. On my way going back home, she called me, so we had to turn back to bring the key for her. But when we were coming back, he stopped at Home Depot. And when we stopped there, I said, "What are you going to do?" He said, "Give me the key." I said, "What are you going to do with the key?" He said, "No, just give me the key." I gave him the key. Then he went to Home Depot and came back. Then he gave me 2 keys. I said, "What's this key for?" He said he made extra key. I said, "How are you going to make extra key without my consent? Why didn't you ask me?" He didn't say anything. I said, "Did you know that this woman did not give me this shop key because she didn't trust me? And now you went and make another key. How am I even going to use the key?" Instead of him to say what I did was wrong, guess what he did? He started cursing me out as usual. So we started arguing in the car. That day was like about 9 p.m. We started arguing in the car. So we stopped on the highway and tried to drag me out of the car. I refused to come out of the car. He took my bag and slammed my phone on the floor. And I started crying because all I did was cry. These were the times where I didn't fight back. And these things were going on and on and on and on. Then I'll fast forward to when he got his son.
So you still stayed after all this experience of him being really, really mean and nasty to you. You stayed. Why did you stay, Amina? Why did you stay?
I was desperate for green card.
Okay, you thought he was going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Did the conversation come up about filing for you at some point during all these things?
Yes. Yes, we did. We did file for green card. He tried to help me in that area. We did file for green card, but it didn't work out because of documents from Nigeria. I paid somebody to do a divorce paper for me. Went and do a divorce paper, and that gave me issues here.
You were married in Nigeria before?
No, I wasn't married, but I have to claim marriage in Nigeria just to get a visa to come. According to my agent, say, "Oh, they give single girls a green card like visa like that, so you have to claim marriage." So I had to claim marriage just to get a visa and come here. That's what I did.
Okay, so you needed to end that fake marriage that you didn't marry, so that you cannot marry your husband. You cannot file with this Oyibo husband of yours.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was when we went for immigration that immigration told me that the divorce that we did is not is fake. That they cannot use the divorce paper. So which means now my marriage for him is even illegal.
Is invalid. Yeah.
Yes, it's invalid. So, but anyways, I'll fast forward to when he got his son. So he got his son. He had a baby with another girl. So the boy, when we got the boy was like 3 years old. So when the boy came,
was it during the marriage? During your marriage, that's when he fathered another child with another woman.
No, he already had the baby.
Okay.
He already had him.
Okay.
So I was so happy to have the boy because I said, "Oh, he's young. I'm going to raise him as my child." And then I had fibroids. I was told I cannot even conceive because of the fibroid. I had to take the fibroid before I conceive. But miraculously, I got pregnant. Even when I went to the doctors, they said, "How did you get pregnant? You're not supposed to get pregnant." That was what he told me. But anyways, before I got pregnant, another thing that he did before I got pregnant, one day I do braid hair. I used to work. Then I think I got a job. I got my work permit and I was working somewhere. Then I close early and I come back home from work and I still braid hair at home. So he came back from work that fateful evening with his son, and his son was sitting on the chair that I braided on, and he was only wearing his underwear. He pooped. So he pooped on himself without diapers. So he was sitting on my chair. Then I asked him, I heard him screaming on the boy. And he said, "Oh, he pooped." I was complaining. But I asked him, "Did he poop?"
How old was this boy? How was
3 years old.
Okay, so he didn't change the boy.
Say that one more time.
He didn't change the boy. The boy messed himself up. He didn't change.
Yeah, he was trying to change him when, doing all those screaming and all that. But I was like, "Oh, did he poop on the chair?" I was laying on the bed in the bedroom with my stomach facing the bed. So I was like, "How did he poop on the chair that I braid hair on?" He didn't answer me. I asked again the second time. He didn't answer me. I asked the third time. Before I felt somebody running towards me. I was like, "Who? Let me raise my head and see." He was about to dump the boy with poop on me. And the only thing that stopped him was I screamed in pain because he knelt on my leg. And I screamed in pain. And that was the only thing that stopped. He would have dumped that baby with poop on me. And I asked him, "What did I do to deserve this?" He said, "Because I asked him the first time, he answered me. And I asked him the second time, I asked him the third time." And I'm like, "He does not give you the right to dump a boy with poop on me. Who does that?"
So this guy doesn't like you. That's what we can establish from all this behavior. Because everything he's done that you told us so far is to shame you and to really demeaning your humanity and your dignity to life. Okay? So he doesn't like you. And yeah, okay. So you've established all the things that he's done. And do you have any friends or family or anyone in the US while you are going through all this?
No, I don't. Even where I live, I don't have no friends. I don't have no family. I only have friends in the US, and they don't live in Savannah, in Georgia, where I live.
And you live in Georgia, which is somebody, our sister Gigi just said it just now that during Trump, we really saw Americans for who they really are. Let me pin it again. I pinned it a while ago. We saw the other side. We saw the other side, and it was during this time that you came to the US, right? Amina, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we saw who they really are. We saw America for who they really are, not the other side, actually, because this is who they are. Anyway, so the lesson we can take from the story so far is that if your relationship is so volatile, of which you don't even know what's going to happen next, and you are constantly being dehumanized, please don't get pregnant, ladies. Adewale told us here that the most precious gift you can give any man is your reproductive organ, like your womb. Protect it. Be like Bliss. I can never stop thanking Bliss. And I told Bliss I'm going to bring her back on this show again because that girl, she gets sense. Don't get pregnant. That's the lesson we are learning from here, because in all this that you are going through, Amina, you got pregnant for him. So don't get pregnant. She lives in Georgia, right? Okay. Now carry on.
So, with the child, with his own child, he didn't let me be the mom. There was nothing that I told him about the boy that, everything I tell him, "Oh, don't worry, don't mind, don't worry."
Is the boy with a white, is he with his race, or is he the mother one of us as well?
No, she's American.
Which kind of America?
She's mixed. She's half white and half black.
Okay, because American plenty. American that one no get race. There plenty where we're different kind of people be Americans. Okay, right. Okay, so the boy is biracial. Okay, carry on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward to when I got pregnant. So I got pregnant by accident, or I don't know, because I wasn't supposed to get pregnant. Then I got pregnant. Everything was everything was, I would say, sweet bitter. I still probably was African in me that was making me feel like, oh, maybe it's going to work out, maybe it's going to be okay. Maybe, I wanted a family, even though I wanted a green card, but I guess that was what I was thinking about. That's why when I got pregnant, I was happy. But guess what? When I got pregnant, nothing changed. I thought this man was even going to have respect for his son, for his unborn child, and don't even treat me like a human being. But because of my child, just maintain your space. When we argue because of his son, now we are not always arguing because of his son.
Which sons? Which one? The one you gave him, or the one?
No, his own son. He has a 3-year-old boy from another woman.
Okay.
I cannot. If the boy is, I'm pregnant. Okay, I found out I was pregnant when I was already 2 months pregnant because I was bleeding. So we went to the doctor, and when we saw the doctor said your pregnancy is I was very fragile. Pregnancy is very fragile. You have to be on bed rest. That was what he told me. You don't have to do anything. You have to be on bed rest. If you don't want to lose the baby, you have to be on bed rest. But I was like, 2 months? How am I going to take care of myself? I do everything for myself. I pay my bills, pay everything for myself. How am I going to take care of myself if I stay home for 7 months? Pregnancy that's just 2 months old. So
and you were still working? You were still working?
I was still working.
Were you contributing? You were contributing to the household?
Yes, I do. I pay. Then I was paying for power or electricity bill then. Or a water bill I was paying for then. Then I'm one who pays for groceries. When it comes to groceries, I pay for groceries. For groceries as well, carrying all of us for the whole week, I pay for it.
Right.
Then I got pregnant, then I kept working. I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, go to my first job, come back home and I do my braid at home. Then we're going to argue. If I'm pregnant, I have this boy, I cannot tell him to sit down because his father has raised him to be disrespectful to me. I cannot tell him to sit down. He does what he likes. If I talk, the father will say, why would you talk? What if can't I spank him? If he wants me to be his mother, can't I spank him? If he wants me to raise him as my son, can't I spank him? Because of the way he behaves, I don't spank him no more. Then I cannot talk.
You can't spank him, Mo. You cannot. Just know that, Amina. Don't even go there.
I don't. It's his son. Let him do whatever he wants.
Even including your own too. Including your own child. Don't. This is not Nigeria. Okay? So be careful with that spanking thing.
A little spanking. I am not a monster. A little spanking is not going to kill nobody.
Okay, if you say so. But remember your situation. Okay? When children go to school, they talk. And I'm telling you now, do not smack. Don't put your hands on a child. It is not acceptable. Don't bring that Nigerian attitude of a little spanking. Don't. Use your mouth. Okay? This is obodooyinbo. We need to learn their way. Children grow up and they go to school. If your child goes to school, the teacher asks them question. If they tell the teacher, remember, the skin of your child is lighter than my children's skin because it's biracial. If they tell their teacher in school that you are spanking, they are not going to make it sound like it's a little spanking. Don't smack. You're going to get yourself into more trouble if you do that. Because when they report, listen to me, Amina, please don't argue with me, I beg you. Okay? Because you're already in trouble with this Mungo pack that you are with. And you already told me that you are afraid that it's going to take your child away from you. And you are talking of smacking or spanking. Little spanking will not do anything. That's what I'm telling you. To be on the safe side, don't go there at all. That's what I will say. Be careful. You don't. Not in the abroad. In Nigeria, yes. All right?
Near you. But since he said I shouldn't spank him, I let him do whatever he wants with the boy. But if you're going to leave this boy at home, then I cannot tell him what to do. He's and jump and do whatever he likes.
Yeah.
Then he bothers me, right?
Yeah, of course.
I cannot even make this up. I cannot go and sit down. He's looking at me like, what are you saying? He's now 5 years old. I'm telling him, go and do this, go and do that. But that boy is not even my problem because before the boy came, we were already having issues.
Exactly.
That boy was never my problem. Whatever he's doing, he don't know because his father refused to tell him. So during my pregnancy, it was still all the trouble, all the screaming at my face, all the punching. I told him I had a dream about my ex-boyfriend. He punched me 2 times. He punched me the first time. It's not like Mungo they look at. Why you punch me now? He asked me again, do you still love him? I said, all I told you was I had a dream about him. What do you mean about him?
Why do you tell him something like that, knowing the kind of temperament that he has?
Auntie B, I don't know everything now, Auntie B.
I know. That was a mistake because this man, the way you've described him so far, is a very volatile human being, very temperamental. You know, he doesn't like you. I'm sure you realize that by now.
Oh, I have, Auntie B.
Do you like him now? Let me ask you. I mean, now, do you yourself, do you like him? Remember you told us from the beginning that you didn't like him.
I don't. No, I don't.
So you are living with the enemy.
Yes, I don't.
Okay.
Then, I was so, because of my fibroids, my stomach was so big. I was 3 months pregnant. You think I was 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
My fibroid was growing rapidly, even more than my baby. And I'm very, very skinny. I'm very slim. So during I think when I was 5 months pregnant, this man woke up one early morning. That was on Sunday morning. He woke up and said, oh, I have a surprise. I said, you have a surprise for me. What is the surprise? He said, I want to buy you one special food. I said, what? I don't eat junk food. And he said, I'm not going to start eating junk food now that I'm pregnant. I won't be able to cook for 3 days if I eat junk food. He said, no, now. I said, please. This man begs me and begs me. And begs me. And I said, what is the food you want to go and buy me? I don't trust you. Tell me what you want to go and buy me. He said, no, just promise me if I buy you this food, you will eat it. I said, tell me, oh. Then he begged me and I said, okay. Then he went and brought this food. I was eating it. It's this Papaya's sandwich chicken or whatever. Then I was eating it. And I said, this tastes good though. He was laughing. I said, why are you laughing? He kept on laughing. And I checked. Did you go and buy me this food from this place that I don't like? He kept laughing. Then he said, why are you complaining? You ate that food and you just said you enjoyed it. What do you mean? He said, yes, he bought it from that place. I said, is that special food that I said I don't want to eat that you went to buy? The food, they call the food, isn't this devil something? The food was so popular in America then. It was so popular. People were rushing to queuing. You will see lines of thousands queuing to buy one sandwich. You will see they even killed somebody because of the food.
Okay, let's get on. Yeah, Amina, let's get on. You've established that you know, a lot of things happen in terms of the relationship. Let's move on to, you've given us several examples, and he was, or he is and still continues to be very, very abusive towards you. You said you argue all the time. We've established that. I don't want to overflog it with examples. Okay, let's move on. Okay, people are saying it's papayas. Is it papayas? Papayas. He bought you the devil's food.
Yes, and I was like, this type
is papaya really a devil's food? My people, which one be devil's food? Egg by me. They says papaya's chicken sandwich.
We already agreed that I'm not going to eat that. I don't eat food. I say in Nigeria, this kind of food for the queue for. So this kind of food, nobody go want chop am. Which kind of food? Because somebody say like even kill somebody. We've agreed that I never wanted to eat that food.
Okay, let's move on from that. He bought it for you, and that brought wahala again. Okay, you shouldn't have. You should. Okay, maybe next time just make your own food and forget about food that is bought outside, to be on the safe side. Okay. Now, have you ever reported him to the police? I want to know.
It was after I had my baby that I reported him to the police.
Mm-hmm.
And during my months old, 7 months pregnant. What actually happened before that time? Because then all of a sudden it felt like I woke up from when I was sleeping. I woke up from whatever it was that was been happening, because it felt like something was in my eyes and it just came out. Few weeks to my delivery, then what happened that we were already arguing, but I was talking to his son and his son was being disrespectful. He was 4 years old then. Then I spanked him with just my hand, those small spanking. I don't like for you, Auntie, because I don't even like to spank people children. But anyways, my husband was he rushed to me. I was sitting by the dining table. Few weeks to my delivery, my belly big, say I carry 3 children for belly. And this man know my situation. This man rushed to me and pinned me to the wall and was screaming in my face, punching the wall. Then I started crying. The reason why I was crying, not because of just pinning me to the wall, but I was disappointed that boy that you are beating me for is supposed to be my child.
It's not your child.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Then he punched me. Then I was crying so hard that, you pin me to the wall. Why you pin me to the wall? I was screaming, you pin me to the wall. I'm hurting because why would you start me because of a baby that's supposed to be my child? Then you know what he told me? Instead of me to say sorry, okay, what I did was wrong. You know what he said? He said, even if it's that baby that you're carrying in your womb, I'm going to punch you too.
Is this guy a big person physically? Yes,
he's
big.
He's tall.
He's tall.
He's tall, huge.
And I just want to ask you one question, Amina. How long has the marriage been now?
3 years.
And why are you still there again?
Okay, now that I really want to leave, I have a baby. How am I going to get out? He's threatened me. He's going to take my child away from me. Me that I know that I don't have green card.
Okay, so it's because you're afraid.
That's important to me right now.
You're afraid because of green card.
Yes.
But you know that.
No, I'm afraid that he's going to take my son away from me. He's going to win in court. If I don't have the status.
But you also know that you listen to my channel all the time, so you know the stories that we share here. Now, who they alive now, and they use green card. You know that, right?
I know.
You know, and you also know, so if it, God forbid, if it deletes you from one of all those punches where they land and they punch wall, they pin you for wall. You also know that, you understand that, right?
Yeah.
And you know, say, God forbid, if anything happened to you, this same child where you talk to will be left with him to raise. And it will probably damage the pikin. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just want to establish that quickly with you. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not blaming you. Okay? You don't have a lot of knowledge about maybe what.
Blame me. I deserve it.
No. You sound very sharp, Amina. You sound very like a really sharp Ninja babe. So I can't surprise how you take they do like this for US, where it can't be like say you don't know what they happen for them. Even with this your sharpness, over sharpness, they worry you. Why you no can know? Why did you not look for information when will help you for this situation? Well, I don't know why you don't look for information, but me going forward on this story, I'm not sure say there's no excuse for you to remain in that marriage. No amount of say they threaten me will take my child green card. See, these are all excuses that women use to remain. And if you want to remain, obviously, as we did as well, not only advice we give you, you understand? We go feel advise you, but at the end of the day, the decision is yours. Okay. And another thing that I picked up, thank you very much for saying it, Eunice. I always like your comment because you do the talk sense. Eunice said, Amina, stop the negativity towards yourself. It won't help your situation. I agree. I agree completely. You are very negative towards yourself. Don't be. You dey beat yourself up too much. We all make mistakes. Okay? Don't beat yourself up. Okay? See, who enter hole, you go come out of that hole. You go climb out of the hole. Okay? I want you to look at it that way. Say you don't fall inside this conga. You know what they call conga for Nigeria? But not only you, by the grace of God, you will still come out. But it starts from your mind. Now your mind. and a decision to say, okay, whatever, even if I have to go back to Nigeria, God forbid, I am not tolerating this anymore. Okay? And I'm sure that a lot of people are going to join tonight because people they verse for comment section now a lot because of this way when this Mungo Park has treated you because of your vulnerability. That is
Yeah, I had 2 surgeries. If I tell you what I went through,
surgery for waiting for when you were having your baby.
For this life. Yes, I had 2 surgeries. I had 1 C-section. I had major surgery because I had big fibroids. My fibroids were 13 pounds, was 13 pounds. My baby was only 5 pounds. That was what I was carrying on me.
So you have major health challenges as well as having a baby for him. After you born,
yes,
it still continue all these things where the man they do.
Auntie B, after I born, this man continue. The wickedness, I have not even seen anything in my life like this before. Okay, if you ask this man what I did to him that's making him so wicked towards me, because I tell him to make it bath, oh, bath.
You know, so you born know the bath before. Oh my God.
This one PM me.
You know, so you born now twice a week that they bath before. You know, so they know they bath.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, you just come. Sorry, Amina. Well, okay. Now this thing when they do you so, by the grace of God, now this is your passport to come out for that relationship, and it will also be your passport to get that green card where you dey cry. So green card. Okay, so before we bring your story to, I know say you get many things to talk. We don't need to go into too many examples about, so many things. It do you so many things. I get it. But now where we are now, I don't marry 3 years. You born picking for her. There's a child involved. You are still there. What do you want to do?
Oh, I just finally made up my mind to leave because, and then now the new one that's doing I go shit, you go open the program, make everywhere they smell. I can't say I don't want. I'm tired. Please stop doing that. It's not fair. You are receiving.
I bet where you foresee this kind, where you foresee this kind gypsy. Now gypsy be this one when you go. Even gypsy self not reach this level. Now traveler. Where you foresee traveler? No talk that one for your face, so you go still you go mama you. Oh, no talk am for your face, I beg. Amina, because if like say you self get mouth, no talk am for your mouth. Oh, no, you see, you need to be careful. No go do things where you go aggravate and where you go make and where you go make and do you something. No, then they get what they shoot person for that place. So then they get what America bad though. I beg. Sure, you get parents for Nigeria, you get siblings, you get family back home. You need to be very, very careful around this man. I'm serious, Amina. This one not be say that they always that they hit you for what they do this. If you get what they discretion, complete one. Zip your mouth no matter what. If you like me shit full toilet, open door. If you not fit bear this man again, enter there, go flush and for now until you leave. You need to be very, very careful. Because if be like say you self they use mouth, they talk some things now and go make them. Person way not well before, you go come they incite and when go make and do you something. I don't want me hurt you. Now why they advise you like that? Okay, so you say you don't make up your mind now, say you won't come out, Abi?
Yeah, I've made up my mind to leave end of this month. Okay, that's the first time I ever messaged you. I was trying, I was just between what should I do? I wanted to just hear what you would say. But I was like, when you didn't reply me on time, I was like, you know what? I don't even care if you reply me. I'm just going to leave. I don't care what happens. If he gets too comfortable with the boy, it's his son. Let him do whatever he wants.
Exactly. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Now you they talk. Now the first time you they talk something where enter my ear be that.
I'm losing me. I'm losing me. I have to let me save the little dignity I have for myself and save it for somebody else if I can ever be with somebody else.
Okay.
I cannot. I'm done.
Okay. So you go plan them. You're gonna plan your exit carefully. Okay. I agree that you have to leave completely. Anyway, finish. Then I'll talk my story. Then we'll come share the link. Maybe people, especially people when they're in America, they need to advise you because a lot of people. We have 831 people in the studio right now. Please hit the like button, guys. This is our sister, our aburo. One Mungo Park obodo won't do say this one another slavery. Now start all over again. We want to enslave our sister. Kojo, kojo. We not go agree. We not go agree. No worry. He will get what's coming to him. But finally, what do you have to say and why you wanted to share this story? Just summarize so that we can, get you some solutions.
I'm just looking for a way to get out of this situation. To get a place since I don't have document, I can't even rent a house. So it's just so much. I can't buy a car. It's so much. So I'm just thinking, what am I going to do? But I've been through it before. I've been a hustling girl. So it's not like I'm lazy. But I just have to pick the pieces of my life and start all over again. That's all I have to do. But this time I have somebody, I have a responsibility to take care of. So
yeah.
I don't know. I have my fears, but I just have to face it. If I keep staying here, he's going to destroy me mentally. He's going to complete his job. It's what he does. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
So I just have to.
Okay.
I have to.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you came to that decision yourself. I was actually on holiday when you sent me that first message. It took a while for me to come back to you. I didn't touch my phone for that week. So it was later on during the end of my break that I now started going through my messages and answering people back. So I'm glad that you came to that decision by yourself. It's not us telling you what to do, because at the end of the day, like I said, we can only advise you. Last, now you know what you want to do. So thank you very much, Amina, for coming to share your experience with us. Okay, you be novice. I can put it like that. But for anybody listening, please know that when you go to any part of the world, you come from Africa, anyhow you come, whether you come legal or illegal, now one way person take the enter here. How many people come here with paper? Now I don't want to make you blame yourself too much. Say, oh, I'm illegal. In Bayanko, how many people enter America with paper? Not be after some time they can't find their way, one thing or the other get paper. So no worry yourself, you are not alone. A lot of people have been through this journey, okay? So no beat yourself up. Calm down, okay? One thing I want to tell you before I let you go, I want you to log into YouTube so you can listen to the advice. Before I let you go, Amina, I'm begging you again. You need to go and advise yourself. Calm down, okay? The way you talk to him, don't girl him, no challenge him. Change your personality overnight to make sure say you just do jeje no matter what he does until you go. Please, no tell him your plan. No, don't go and tell him I'm leaving you. Don't threaten him and say I will take your son. Because you need a lot of evidence for you to leave as it is now. You say you call police once. How many times you don't call police? How many times they don't come the house?
Only once I did.
Only once. I wish you were calling them frequently. They will have more report, but one is still okay. Maybe you need to call them again. You need to call them again. Maybe now they go even remove you for there. We don't know yet. Let's listen to the advice. But please, take it easy, okay? Calm down. If you like may not bath, high as you say, I'm not sleeping with you. Okay? High as you say, no, if you like may not brushing teeth, not consign you. Leave him. It's his own personal care. If you let him not take care of it. Don't start telling him to go and bath, or if you don't flush toilet, a whole grown adult go sit down, put in yansh for toilet, not flush. That one not tell you say head no correct. Yeah, no correct now. So be careful. All right.
What about the raping? How many times has he raped?
Hey, you know they use that word here, my dear. Hey.
Some of the people will still be telling me, oh, stay. Be patient, let him get to your green card.
Who is telling you that? Who is telling you to be patient?
My friend, even as far as to my lawyer. I'm like, I'm the one wearing this shoe. You people don't understand what I'm going through.
Which lawyer?
The lawyer I'm trying to even use for my green card case.
Is he a Nigerian lawyer, or where is he from?
He's Nigerian. Yeah, he's a Nigerian, but he lives in America.
And the lawyer is advising you to stay in a domestic violence marriage because of green card. In Anosian, so my people, can you hear?
I would have left a long time ago. Honestly, when it was really hot, I would have left a long time ago.
Okay.
But I don't care now. I don't care.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you very much, Amina. We'll let you go now. Just log into YouTube and listen, okay?
Okay, ma.
Thank you, my darling. Thanks for sharing your vulnerability. You'll be okay, okay? You'll be okay. Pray. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Put it in prayer. And that is son. Leave that boy alone. If you like me, put his head for grand. Put his leg up. Just leave that boy alone. He's not your responsibility. Okay?
Yes,
leave that boy alone. face your own child, and plan your escape carefully. Hmm?
Okay, ma.
All right then. Okay.
Okay, ma.
All right. Take care, my love. Bye. Right. So I've had to call her on WhatsApp. Now I've let her go. She's going to log in to listen to us, and I believe she'll share this later. Comment section open. My link is there. Please come in if you have any knowledge about how we're going to do this. She needs a lot of information. My people, can you see? Nigeria lawyer is telling our sister to stay because of paper. With all this deleting that is happening in the US every day, where would they bring care, can't talk? Now see advice. Hey, una see advice, my people. Bridget, my namesake, you they see advice? Cannot talk. All right, please come into the studio and give some very valuable advice. We need advice and what can help Amina going forward. Amara, you are next, sweetie. You are my very first caller tonight. Welcome. Unmute yourself, my darling.
Hello, Sister B.
You're welcome.
This is Amara. How are you doing?
I can see you. I'm good, my darling. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so I didn't join from the beginning, but I heard like most of the later part of it. I'll make it very brief. I think that she needs to get into like flight mode. I think she's still engaging the guy and engaging her. She had no business with the child anyway from the beginning, but she's still engaging the guy in like arguments and fights because she's still in wifey mode.
Yes.
She needs to get her head in flight mode. She needs, that's her mind. It has to start from her mind. She needs to resolve that she will go. When you want to go, that is when you form humble. Mumu. The guy must not know your move. The things that used to matter to you in that marriage should not matter at all. Whether he bit or whether he shouted at you or whether he did not shout at you, or she needs to move in complete silence. I noticed from the way she talks, it appears that she's confrontational. It appears that she likes to talk back and she's opinionated. I'm opinionated too. You know, there's nothing wrong in having an opinion, but there's a time and place for everything. And right now is not the time to talk too much. Her strength should be in her quietness. That's where her strength should lie now. Quiet. The guy should not be able to read her. That is what I would say. Another thing I want to mention, which should be for both Amina and for Nigerians who move. I made this mistake when I first came to the US. Don't isolate yourself. I don't know if she has friends. You have to mingle.
She does. Oh yeah, she has a friend. She did mention a friend, but I don't know.
A friend.
The friend,
No, she doesn't
the
need
friend is
a
advising
friend.
her
And
to stay there.
She doesn't even need. She doesn't have to have one friend. It doesn't have to be somebody close. She needs to know people. She has to meet people. You have to know people, and people have to know you. That's the easiest way to navigate this system. You cannot come to America and isolate yourself. I can't speak for other parts of the world, but in this country, because that's what helps you to know what to do, how to do it, where to do it. You need to put yourself in the middle of people. When you go to stores, when you see people that look like you, have an accent. I used to be very reserved, but now when I go to stores or when I see people, as in there was a time I had to change. You know, when you see somebody who speaks an accent that is African, I put them like, hi, are you Cameroonian? Are you Nigerian? Are you Ghanaian? Because what happens is when you meet people who have come through the path that you're walking, you receive guidance faster. You make way faster for yourself than when you mind your business. This is not, especially when you don't have papers. This is not a place to come and mind your business. It's a place where you come and you meet people, make connections, because information is very key. Another thing she needs to know, to the best of my knowledge, in America, I can't speak for other countries. One of the easiest ways to get your paper is if you suffer domestic violence.
Exactly.
The
but
issue,
then again, Amara,
she only reported
then again,
once.
She doesn't know. She doesn't even know that. You see?
That's what I'm saying. That's what isolation does to you. That's what isolation does to you. I'm sure there are people who are listening now who are probably in marriage or a situation that they think they are stuck. I'm telling you, one of the easiest ways to get your paper is if you have a lawyer that, not that Nigerian lawyer that is telling her to stay. There are ways around it. Do you know that you can come into this country and people say, oh, you need you need your husband to file for you. You need your husband to file for you. Do you know that you can marry somebody, and the person turns around and say they don't want you anymore, or they beat you up, or they do something to you? There's something called, I think, is waiver. They will file an exception for you. There are 3 or 4 exceptions to the rule that if you meet those criteria, they will give you green card without your spouse filing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do people know that? People need to read things up. And some of these things, if you go on the internet and you Google it,
Mm-hmm.
do you know that there are videos on YouTube? My spouse doesn't want me anymore after marriage, and I want green card. If you go on YouTube right now,
Mm-hmm.
you will
Yes.
see lawyers giving
Yes.
you advice, telling me,
Yes.
call me.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Mm-hmm.
treated this case where this woman married this man, and after some months, the man started threatening her, and she got her green card.
That's the easiest way. I mean, a lot of Americans who live here, the African Americans who've lived here, and you, Niger people, have said it several occasions. This is the easiest way. One of those occasions when you don't do you something, just call the police. They will come and remove you and your child. And another thing that I'm worried about is what somebody brought to my attention the other day that I put in the WhatsApp group. Those of you on the US WhatsApp group will remember I posted something a couple of weeks ago about how somebody was telling me that I should advise any woman that is leaving to make sure that they are living correctly, especially if they are children, because apparently in the US, if you take your child and run, the man can go to the authorities and say that you've kidnapped your own child, and they will come and start looking for you, and it will become a wahala for you. And the lady actually said that her own friend is in trouble because of that now. So don't just carry the child and run. Make sure that there is evidence that you are fleeing for your life. Very, very important. And that's why calling police is something that everybody should know. Oh my God, in Nigeria, we don't call police. But if you live in the diaspora, you should know that you can call the police. 999911 is there for you to use generously. The police here, they work. Even if you dial them, you don't see anything, they will trace that number and come to the house. Exactly. But we don't even want Sunday is saying that the police will put the husband. We don't even want that because nobody know what this one go do. So they should know they flush toilets. If you go come back now, go bring something to harm Amina. So we need to be careful. Niger girl, you're welcome. I don't know what happened, Amara. You got kicked out. Your internet. Right.
Good
Niger girl, I got
afternoon.
you.
Good
Afternoon, my
afternoon,
darling.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Amina, I just want to say you're very courageous. I was in the same position that you were in. Um, he was like that, but he was not a white Mungo Park, but he was a black Mungo Park, an African American.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be very, very smart. You cannot be combative, like Sis B and what Amara has said. You have to plan and move in silence. First thing I would recommend for you is to try and find a way to get another apartment that you can move into as soon as possible. If
She says she
everybody
cannot
can move.
rent without a green card. She cannot rent an
That's not
apartment.
true. That is not true. All you need is an ID card. And you're working, if you're working, they just need to see your pay stub to show that you can afford the apartment. You don't need your green card. I didn't need my green card. I didn't have my green card. All I had was my papers before I
What
met the
about
guy.
shared accommodation? Don't you have it in the US where people share houses so
It
that she
won't
can just
be
get a
it would
room
it
instead
won't
of
be
getting
good.
an apartment?
I would not advise that because there's a child involved, and it's
Hmm.
going to be an uphill battle because knowing the kind of person he is, he's going to want to fight, and he's not
Hmm.
fighting just to have that child. He's going to fight to want to get back at Amina for leaving. And in my case, just like you had said earlier, when I was filing for my divorce, I filed for sole physical custody, meaning that I can move out of state if I wanted to, and I will, I will be able to make whatever decision that I want to make regarding the well-being of that child.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're filing for that divorce, you got to make sure that you have that. And he's going to challenge it because they will give him time to challenge it. And just be prepared that he will challenge it. And when he does,
Yeah.
this is where the police reports. and all the incidents, they're gonna come in. You're gonna have to prove, because you have to prove to the judge that you are a fit parent, and you cannot do shared accommodation. You have to have your own place, and you have to
Yeah,
show that
so
you.
Nigeria, Eunice is saying that the first thing should be shelter, not her own place. I agree with Eunice on that. She
I
has to go
mean,
to shelter because remember, it's not just accommodation issues she's having.
if
She's got
she goes to
immigration people.
shelter, the guy
Mm-hmm.
can go to the police and say that, or file in court any document that shows that she was once in shelter will be a ding on her, basically saying that she's an unfit parent. So
No,
she
I don't
will
think
be
so.
shown.
No, I don't think so. Domestic violence shelter are exactly for that. So how can he use the shelter against her? He can't use if especially if the police already know there's a record. If she goes to a domestic violence shelter, how can he now use that against her that she's an unfit parent? She's running from abuse, and this is a domestic violence shelter. I don't think that can be used against anybody in courts.
I understand that, Sis B, but in the
Mm.
court of law here in America, it's
No,
not the truth, it's how well you can present your case. So
yeah,
they would do whatever it takes to try and make her look bad. I mean, mine, he called the police on me, he called the police on trying to make me look bad, but he showed himself up at the courthouse. And the
mm.
judge made it very difficult, and I was able to win my case and have custody, full custody of my
What
child.
state were you in, Nigeria girl?
I was living in California at the time, and I moved
Okay.
out here to Texas.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying, I understand what you're saying, that states, your laws in America are so complicated. Every state have their
Very
own laws.
complicated,
Yeah.
and it's different for each state is very different. Even when I was going through the custody case, I had to be flying back to California because he's there, and he filed the case there. I had to be flying back to go
Mm.
to court and fight with him there. So, you know,
All
try
right.
as and also, I'm sorry, one more thing. Get a
Mhm.
good Jewish lawyer to
Okay.
help you with your immigration paper. Those ones will fight ruthlessly, and they know every loophole in the immigration law that will help you get your green. Don't trust any Nigerian, because I spent so many money, a lot of money on Nigerian lawyers that didn't even do anything. And at the end of the day, it was this Jewish lawyer that helped me get my stuff. And also, you have to keep yourself informed. And like Amara said, you have to socialize, because a closed mouth don't get fed. You have
Yeah.
to be able to talk to people, and that's how you'll be able to find information and even be able to get some kind of assistance to help you in situations like this. When I was filing for the divorce, I was able to go to court. I didn't have the money to file all the paperwork, but
Yeah.
because of they had legal aides at the court that were able to file all the paperwork for me for free.
Yeah.
So these
And
are
all
things
this
you
you can
can
find
do.
out if you just Google it. You will know
Yes,
that even if you don't have money, that you can get legal aid. But can you get legal aid if you're undocumented?
yes, you can.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
okay, that's good
You can.
information there. I hope you are listening. Amina, you can actually get legal aid even though you don't. Because what it is that Nigeria girl, a lot of ladies, especially people who just came to the US, 4 years ago,
Mhm.
all they think about is, I don't have document, I don't have green card, I don't
I
have green
know.
card, I will be
And you
deported,
understand
I will be deported, I can't call the
me.
police, I can't do this, I can't do the fear. They
Uncle
are
Bridget,
paralyzed
I
by
know
fear.
exactly how they all feel because I was in that position. I was there. But once I started getting myself informed and knowing things, then I knew. But if you don't know, you're gonna be in that box and be scared for. I was that at one point. It was so bad that I was scared of the police. Every time a police drive by, I just felt like they were about to come and take me away. But
Hmm.
they can't. It's not like that. The police cannot take you away here because each they're all different jurisdiction and they do not interfere with each other. So the police do not interfere with the immigration. The immigration police is different from the regular police.
I
You
see.
understand? So
Hmm.
it's very complicated, like everybody said, and they all don't interfere with each other.
I
So
see.
you just gotta get yourself informed, start saving up because that's what I did. I saved up all my money, got myself a place, moved out. I was at my brother's place for 8 months on his couch with my son for 8 months until I was able to get my own place. And then He was the one that went to court and even tried to get child support out of me, the child that I am taking care of. He tried to get child support. So you have an uphill battle, but you are strong as you know, as we are hearing, and I know you can do this and be encouraged.
Hmm. Thank you very much, Ninja Girl. Very, very useful information coming from someone who's been on that same journey. I mean, now you see what I was telling you, that you are not alone, that people have been through it. And Ninja Girl, she's gone through it and now she's come out of the other side of it shining, because now she's sorted herself out by the grace of God. She's got her child, she's got her papers and everything, sorted. So you too will be, but you need to start. It starts from your mind, the way you see yourself. And somebody said, information, information, information. Be hungry for information. Every information that you can lay your hands on in that state, be Googling it. What happens in Georgia? What happens this? What happens this? Just Google, Google, Google. Look for information until you have enough to know what you need to do. Very, very important. If anybody lives in the state of Georgia and you have any knowledge about this, please contact me. I beg you guys, all of you that have been in that area before, my number is on the screen. Contact me on WhatsApp, and then I can link you to Amina. Thank you very much. Soaks, you're next.
Hello. Hi, Auntie
Hi.
B.
Hi,
Okay,
sweetie.
so
How
this
are
is what
you?
I'm gonna tell her. I'm good. She's not a Vaura. Vaura is violence against women, and how do I say? Vaura is pretty much she can get her green card. That's if she's married to a U.S. citizen. Okay, by the way, I'm calling from the United States. So, but she's not married to a U.S. citizen. VAWA is for spouses of U.S. citizens that have been abused, and VAWA also applies for parents of U.S. citizens that have been abused. But in her case, she has a U.S. citizen child, but she's not been abused by her child, and the child is not even 21 yet. So she doesn't qualify for VAWA. She can't get a green card through VAWA. So, but she can get her green card. I know a church member that got her green card from the U visa. Tell her, I don't know if she's listening to me, but she should write us down U visa, and also a Google search would help her. And also,
You
please, please,
visa.
please,
You
yes, she can
Shola,
get,
can you slow
yes,
down a little bit? You know, you Americans, the way you talk, it's like there's pepper in your mouth. Just slow down a bit.
talk fast. Okay, yes, she can get her green card through the U visa because, I mean, I came late into the show, about 20 minutes late, but I don't know if
Mhm.
she's married to the guy or she's not married
So
to the
she's
guy.
been
But,
married. She's married to the
okay,
guy, but because of some
okay,
mago that happened back home, I don't think that
in
marriage is
Niger.
valid. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so she's not married technically by law,
So the
but
marriage
she can
is
still,
null and void as for all
it's null
intents
and
and
void.
purposes. Yeah.
Exactly. And she lived in Georgia. Georgia is not a common law state. Common law state means that if you're living with a man and you're doing things like husband and wife and you have kids and you can qualify, I mean, she can qualify for green card through common law marriage. A lawyer is going to help her with that. But because
Mhm.
Georgia is not a common law state, so since her marriage to the man is null and void, she does not qualify for VAWA through the man. But if for the fact that, let's say, for example, she's not married or the marriage is void, but for if she were living in a common law state, she would have been able to file for VAWA. And please, Aminat, don't go for a Nigerian lawyer. A Nigerian lawyer has done me bad. So, but this is what you
Everybody
can
has a
do.
bad experience of Nigerian lawyer. What kind of
Yes,
wahala is
yes,
this?
Sister B.
Are we to say that they brought
That's
their practices from Nigeria to the US?
that
What kind of
story for
nonsense is this?
story for another day, sis. So she should
Mm.
Google legal aid. There's legal aid in every state. They can help her. You know, they will help her. They will refer her. If they can't help her with immigration issue, we can refer her to an immigration lawyer that can take her case pro bono. When I say
Mhm.
pro bono, it means free of charge.
Free
She
of
can tell
charge.
her
Yeah.
story. Yes, they will take up her immigration case, so she may be qualified. She may be able to get her green card through the U visa. And also, the next time the guy, she should try to not cuss trouble, but the next time the guy puts his hand on her, she should make sure she calls the police, and she should make
Call
sure
the
that the police,
police and make
yeah, the
sure you
police
remove this.
removes you from the home.
Mm.
And this is for documentation purpose, because America, when it comes to here in America, everything has to do with documentation. Everything is picture, everything is documented. So she should call the police to take her out of the home, and the police will give her a ride in their car and take her to the shelter. And from
Yes.
that shelter, she can get something called Section 8. She should write this down. Section 8. They will give her free housing for her and her child, two-bedroom flats It may not be in the Section 8. She should write this that Section 8 is low cost, low income housing. So, and especially, and they give preference to women with children. The younger your child is, the more you are when it comes to priority. Exactly. So there's Section 8 housing. So she may be just be making money doing here or anything, they will not deport her. In this Biden immigration era, Biden said you cannot deport anybody except the person is a felon or has committed a criminal or very serious offense. That's when they would deport you as let's say if you don't have your papers or you're an illegal immigrant. So she should take that one out. They would not deport. And you have an American child, an American citizen? No, you will not be deported, ma'am. You will not be deported. So she should make sure the police takes her out of the house and take her to the shelter. When they take you to the shelter, keep talking to those in the front office or something. Tell them that maybe you say you're not comfortable or your baby is not happy here. Just be giving little excuse here and there, and that can they help you apply for Section 8. I see that you are educated, so you can fill the form for Section 8. When you fill the Section 8, even though the wait for Section 8 is usually very long in most states in America, but because she has a young child that is a U.S. citizen, she will be priority. And they will give her one room for her and one room for a child. No matter how young the child is, your child will have his own room. You will have your room and you have a living room. It may not be in the best neighborhood. It could be like in the city, but you will be happy. You'll be comfortable. And also, she should apply for food stamp. She doesn't have paper. Food stamp is pretty much free food card. They'll put money on it every month for
so
you.
You can get that if you don't have papers.
Yes, she can get that for her child. She doesn't have papers. They won't give her. Like in the states I'm calling from now, one person, they will put like maybe $250 on the card for food. It's only food you can use it to buy. If you buy alcohol or clothes on that card, it will not go through. It will only take out the amount that is for food, and the remaining you buy it, but you pay out of pocket with cash. So she should apply for food stamp. When she eventually gets it, she can even apply for food stamp now, say if she wants. But the food stamp is like in the state I'm living is like $250 per person. But because she doesn't have papers, they won't give her, but they will give her child. So she gets $250. So $250 in food, in food card every month. It will go a long way. It's a lot. And they
food is cheap in America. That's good. That's cheap. That's a lot.
Yes, that's a lot. But so they will give her child. But the card will be in her name because they know she'll be the one buying the food. But the card will be in her name, but the money they'll be putting every month will be for her child. So she'll be able to eat comfortably, so she won't be worried about food. And also for her baby, those in charge of the food stamp, they will give you, if you are not breastfeeding, they will give you formula for your baby every month. They can give you like 6 cans or 7 cans or 8 cans, depends on how much your baby eats and everything. Even if your baby is not the kind of child that eats, they will give you so many nutritional coupons and cards that you can get, and baby food and everything you can get for your baby. So, but it's very important to be able to get started on this process. Make sure the next time he abuses you, get a police. Make sure you and your child are taken out of the home. Do not leave your child behind. You're gonna regret it. So that's all I have for her. But first of all, she should. I'm going to recap. Contact legal aid. They will help you with your immigration issue, even though she's not married to the man legally. Also, she should try to get herself to the shelter, but she should make sure it's the police that gets her out. So they will document it. That removes her from the home because of violence. So, and also she should try to take pictures of any kind of abuse, injuries she has had. That would help her case too in court.
Evidence
in court. Exactly. If she's trying to fight for custody, so when she's remote, and also she can get Section 8 housing. That's free housing. So if she's making $400 a month, they can tell her to be paying. Let's say in the Section 8 housing, you can tell her to be paying $50, even though the house can cost $800, but because of his based on income, they can tell her to be paying $50. So all this relief is gonna help her get started on her foot, and eventually something will help she will get her papers.
Let me ask you this, Shola. Thank you very much. You've loaded us with enough information, very, very useful information. I appreciate you. Even though you speak like a moving train that is fast, just made from China, we still appreciate all you've told us. I want to ask you, is it possible when the police comes to remove her, when another incident happens, because we know it will, is it possible for her to request to be taken to another state outside that state where they are? Can they do that?
This is it. In this country, everything has to do with jurisdiction, county. So if she's in like Savannah County, for example, in Georgia, and she calls the police. They will send the police in a scene, and the police in the city will only access to shelter in the city.
Oh, your internet is breaking up now, Shola. We're not hearing you properly again.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear me now? Or is this area?
Okay, it's better. So it's all about state by state, basically. Okay. So yeah, it's not possible. Okay, that's fine.
It's county.
County by county.
Take a shelter.
Yeah.
County.
I mean, yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your contribution, Shola.
Sorry, I speak really fast.
Is this how you talk on a good day? This is how you speak on a good day? Oh Jesus. If I was your friend, I'll buy a machine to be slowing you down when you're talking to me. To be slowing you down so I can catch up.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So much wisdom.
I hope no
You
problem.
are loaded. Yes,
no problem.
but
Thank
try
you.
and be coming down and be slowing down. Thank you very much. Yeah, so much wisdom downloaded on us by Shola there. She's just outlined them one by one. What you need to do, Amina. So she's giving you very useful information of what to do. Don't wait. And our sister here, Sherry, said, don't wait till the next time. Please call a DV hotline now. Yes, you need a lot of evidence. You need a lot. I don't know if you've been taking pictures, and this is a lesson for all you out there. I mean, I'm just thinking about it. I'm going to round up in 1.5 hours. If you want to join, please join now. Use the link and come into the studio. We have less than 10 minutes to go, please. Okay, it's not when I'm about to end. People will now start coming. So use the link if you've got any advice, any words of encouragement or comfort to give. Okay, it's not just advice. You can also lift her up. You know, whatever you need to say to support her, please come into the studio and talk to Amina. I was just going to say, what are the odds? Somebody coming from Nigeria in 2017, of all places, is that state where all the Trump supporters are. That's where she went to. You see this kind of thing. Of all states, she didn't go to the states where you can have common law wife. She didn't go to where you even have plenty of our people that can even say, okay, how far? It's Georgia, where all the supporters, all of them came out the other day that we saw them that wanted to bust you people's capital building open. That's where she went. But you know what? I believe strongly that when God gives us really, 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 when He allows us to go through very difficult situations, it's because of the testimony that is ahead. When there's a bigger testimony ahead of you, the devil will be trying you by all means. Okay? But but there is nothing God cannot do. Okay? There's nothing God cannot do. Somebody is saying that audio recording is sufficient. It needs to be recording. Yeah, that's another good advice for her. Somebody is saying you need to be recording. When it starts calling your name, how do you say it in America? Calling you out in your name, the way people say it, start cussing you. Please, see, you can record it quickly. Be recording it. If you cannot save it in your phone, forward it. Press your friend's number or even somebody in Nigeria and say, have that conversation with them before I'm going to be storing this thing. Somebody that you trust. As it's happening, just press it. Don't let him know. Let him be, be recording. Yeah, whatever information, whatever evidence that you can get, because everything about Obodoyibo, their system is about documentation. Yeah, Gabriel is saying that she's in the deep south. You are in South Carolina and she needs to start documenting everything. Yeah, documentation. Very, very important. Other people are saying Lulu is saying a Jewish lawyer helped my brother to UK after trying so many Niger lawyers. All our photos, old passports and documents were stolen in Niger. Okay, so everybody is recommending Jewish lawyers. So because they say there is legal aid, now you know. So you don't need to even go and be spending money on Niger lawyer. All you need for you to get access to all this is for you to just call all those places they told you to call. Call them and get them to link you up with the domestic violence services. Even for your children, I was thinking about social services because a child experiencing DV in this part of the world, in the UK, is also a safeguarding issue. Okay, because there's a child involved and there is DV going on with this man always spinning Amina to the wall and always cursing and doing so many bad things to her, pouring her so many things, water, poo, nothing is not done, just to dehumanize her. As far as the law is concerned over here in the UK, that is also an offense. So the child too she can also get help through the child through social services. I don't know how it works in Georgia. Obviously, this is applicable in the UK, but you can also demonstrate, if you can, to say that the child is going through abuse because of the father's behavior towards you. Yeah, so you can also use that. But like everyone said, it's all about documentation, and more documentation. Evidence, Lubade, evidence. Please, if you are watching this and you are new in the diaspora, information is power. Don't isolate yourself. First of all, if you are going to the US, try to learn. If you are going to the abroad, anywhere in the abroad, not in the US, try to learn about the country you are going to from there, from Niger or from Africa. Learn, because most of us will just go to any country that has our friend or we hear about or whatever for whatever reason. For whatever reason, there are some states that are not favorable. They are not favorable to immigrants. For all we know now, all this deep south and all these racist places there, you shouldn't even go there. So Google about the country that you're going to, get as much information as you can. Where is the best place? Where are immigrants concentrated? I know we talk a lot about Nigerian community, but there's a reason why some Nigerians congregate in some states too. Because if this was happening in Texas now, you know that we have a huge Nigerian community there. If it was happening in somewhere like Maryland, we have a huge African community there. If it was even happening in New York, but there are just some states that people feel so isolated, and when you are going through things like this, it's even worse. It's even worse for you. So take all the advice Antonia is saying. Put your phone on record and record. Okay? Information is power. Don't come to the abroad and bury your head in sand. A lot of us come here, the first thing we are looking for is how to work and make money, whether we are legal or not. Money is good. We have a lot of responsibility. Some people hold gbese before they come here, and they are thinking of how to pay the gbese back. But information is so powerful that it just be what will save you. I'm telling you that if Amina had information, she would not have endured 3 years now she's been with this Mungo Park. She would not have been with him. By now, she would be smiling because all this paper matter that we're talking about would have been resolved. She will be with her child. She'll be out of that relationship and this marriage and not have to deal with a stepchild that was dumped on her. And another thing was that she was saying, I wanted to take him as my child. I wanted to do this to... See, there's a lot of things that we're taught. There are some cultural and the things that are traditionally built into our brains as women, that it takes the grace of God for you to be able to say, no, I'm not doing this. A young child you know nothing about, that he had from another person that's busy enjoying her life somewhere, they will come and dump it for you to raise. I'm not saying you shouldn't look after your stepchildren, no, but knowing that you are already in a relationship that is so bad, that's the last thing that you want to do. Because this man that cannot even flush toilet, that doesn't bath, how are you going to bath the child? He will say you are bathing the child too much. You want to remove the skin? You go and carry our Nigeria coin and begin to use it to summer the child with soap and water. The man will say, hey, that's another excuse for him to start doing you something. So please be very, very careful when you are coming to the diaspora. If you are new, get information, get into the system, find out things. Find out so many things. What are the options for me to get paper? What are the options? And most importantly, don't go and meet somebody that you are online to come and start negotiating. Somebody that you don't even know. All this, there are so many crazy people in this world, my people. Especially Oyibo. Now they crazy pass, so my people. Some of them you don't know. They are on all sorts of things that you don't know that they are using to manage their day-to-day. You see them functioning. You don't know what they carry up and down. So let us be careful. So mean to have said pictures of physical, anything he's done to you physical, on your body, bruises, anything as evidence. US is all about evidence. Everywhere in the abroad is about evidence. You have to keep records. Call the hotline for women who are going through abuse like you are going through. Yeah, very, very helpful. I hope this information is useful tonight. Please, if you live in the US or you know anything about the Deep South, Georgia to be precise, we need your help on this one. Information and advice is what I'm asking for. Information, advice. Information, advice. Contact me. This is my WhatsApp number on the screen. Please contact me. A lot of people are not here from the US now because you guys are working this time. So it's only a few of you that usually join at this time. I know you pick this up later. Please, I need your help. I'm going to be looking out for any information that you have. Yes, so now cloth cover them. Life of Jenny. You don't know. So many things when they are there. Now God they help us. My WhatsApp is on the screen, Didi. That's my WhatsApp. I'm not doing WhatsApp group again, please. I don't have the energy for it. The WhatsApp group is closed for 2021. Just contact me if you have information that can help Amina to get herself out of this bondage that she's in. She's in a bondage. So I'm just going to end by saying, Amina, please, guide your mouth, be careful, plan your exit strategically, listen to all the advice you've been given tonight by all these wonderful ladies. And please, wisdom is profitable to direct. That they delete for US, so that they delete. Oyibo, now delete, now be their middle name, it will not be your portion in Jesus' name. Be very, very careful. And of course, we are going to follow up on WhatsApp. As I get people come on and, contact me, I will link them to you. Okay? I cannot recommend a good lawyer. Akinwale or Akiwande, I don't know any lawyer to recommend. You've heard the advice that she's been given. Her best route to get out of there is through the police, through shelter, and through legal aid. So that advice has been given already, and we are going to encourage her to take it. So thank you very much. Obodo, what they call it, Oyibo Mungo Park will not be your portion. Black Mungo Park will not be your portion. Asian Mungo Park will not be your portion. Espania Mungo Park, every spirit of Mungo Park, we bind them, we cast them away, we destroy them in the name of Jesus. Please, Amina, get out. You have a child. Don't let your child grow up. Remember what Ade said in my last show. Ade said that she experienced a lot from being in a home that was so volatile. Don't make your child be another Ade in another 20 years that will come and be narrating stories. Not your portion. Please move. It's not safe for you there. And I pray that God will give you the strength. And as people come, I will direct them. Whatever information that we're able to gather, I will link them to you so that they can support you. So I'm just going to end it here tonight. Okay, Eunice said legal aid lawyers and contacts are also listed online. Look them up and call. Yeah, you have to do a lot of this work yourself because now we are sure I know where they pay now. So it is well with you. India Mungo Park, we bind them in Jesus' name. Every spirit of Mungo Park hovering around you, sisters and brothers, we command them to go to the Red Sea, to be seen no more. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, people. I appreciate you for being here. We're going to make it short tonight. I am back on Sunday, right? Sunday night is the next show. And I'm coming with a mommy Gio or an ex-mommy Gio. Someone that was married to a pastor and what goes on in the church in terms of people who are married to pastors and feel, where am I going to go to? Who will I talk to? Who will I tell what I'm going through? Gigi, I'm sure you'll be interested in this one on Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting one because this woman has a lot to say. And she's going to come to tell us how she was able to conquer the Mungo Park in the church that claims to be a pastor on Sunday evening. So make it a date with me. Love you, Annie. Love you. Annie, you didn't call in today. Oh, are you busy? Okay, we'll speak on Sunday. Love you, Gigi. Thank you very much, Eunice. I appreciate all your contribution tonight. And I'll see you on Sunday night. You're interested? Okay. Sunday night, we'll hear from an ex-mommy Gio that they wanted her to carry on to be suffering in silence in the church. You know how they say, shh, shh, don't talk, don't talk. This one say, no, I cannot continue. Let me not come and die. How she got out, she's going to share with us. Is a testimony on Sunday night. So please be here. Thank you very much for liking this video. God bless each and every one of you that like this video. If you give it a thumbs up, you will win a lottery. Your blessings is multiplied. In the name of Jesus, I pray for all my likers tonight. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening, and I will see you on Sunday night. Tony, I love you too. Are you jealous? See jealousy, jealousy. You don't love me. I love everybody. Folashade, I love you too. Antonia, I love you. Angela, I love you all. Thank you. Alexander, thank you. Angela, love you all. Have a good evening. Bye, guys. Bye.